more CS than Super actually does, and that's pretty surprising considering the start they had. At the same time, though, Super's giving himself options to catch up as that bottom rune is denied by PPD, and Super's just going to go for the Ancient stacks at the same time as the IO going for the jungle stacks.
They're coming into contest. This is really big for Aoi. And it's not just one. They can actually go for more because you do have the healing salve and the haste rune in for Queen of Pain. So Sumail will walk up and realize, wait, that's a triple stack. But maybe they use this haste rune instead, not to just find the stacks, but to find murder. And they've got to howl. Wait for that doppelganger. Is he going to use it? The first Fidget and the Sonic Wave. There goes your doppelganger. Up to the trees. He's low, but Sumail will chase him. One more attack. In comes Wisp. They need more damage. The Estelle will hold in position, but there's the screen from Sumail. Finds one. They'll have the effect of the haste rune on him, so they can't control it, but there's more support. Ice and Super chasing up to Aoi, but the fissure block from Universe keeping them at bay, and they cannot fight. Your PL is nowhere near ready to fight yet, especially up against this lineup of EG, which is already hunting them. Be careful of that sentry, Fear. He's up in the trees. Yep, they can see him. They'll trigger the dust. They're going to try and catch him out. And Fear turns for the damage on Fenrir and actually just decides to stand his ground here. He knows he's dead. And then in comes Sumail. He for that Sonic Wave of his. But it will be a wisp for the Clinks trade-off until Ice will join the fight. Body blocking up Sumail. Blink 1 second on cooldown. The wall drops. They don't have enough damage to finish the job. But they can pull him back in again. The glimpse Sumail. Naga Siren. Ari was too far out. They might have 4 players grouped up. But it's like watching an Enigma black hole hitting 5 heroes.
I think that's the right decision. And going for the Aghanims just makes them a little bit tankier, and it helps them clear those PL illusions with that damage. And at top lane, it looks like they are making a move for this as they're smoked up, and Universe has no idea this is coming.
And his Fidget's on cooldown, so getting out of this one's going to be difficult, but Ice still there. There comes your Fidget with the Echo Slam and the Totem Stop. Ice will be controlled. The Shadow Grip will keep Universe alive a little bit longer. It's Sumail with a scream of Sonic Wave. Ice will die at the tower while Fenrir tries to stand his ground. More heals coming in for PPD. Sumail will finally drop, but it's for 2 players of VG Gaming is the high cost, and they're still behind the tier 1 tower. Aoi, no song of the siren, but it's there in a secondary fissure. How and Super controlled. Now Fear to the front lines. He's hitting is the back of Super, not what he really wants to do. This is a moment right now. Naga Illusion's going to scout out the fact that Roshan's happening. Remember, Song of the Siren's the greatest control around Roshan, but Universe starts with a fissure. Blink is off cooldown, but here comes that Song of the Siren. FY's a little bit further away, so potentially he can relocate save while Ice. I don't think they know he's actually up on the hillside. Your Echo Sam's still going to come in. They drop the Disruptor down. The Sonic Wave does some decent damage, but they still haven't found more kills here, EG. A secondary fissure though. Summon Ice and Super. The illusions are up, but Fear comes in to relocate to try and pull him a little bit further away. Roshan's down to half of his life, but EG commit a hell of a lot to pick up at this point. Just a Disruptor, and VG Gaming are done. Universe running around the back of him. Fidget's available. Wants to throw it out. Actually separates FI as well as Super. Not the side of the rip, the fissure that he really wants to be on, but now FY rejoins him, tethering over the top while PPD has to shallow grave himself and TP out to safety. The only way for him to survive after Ice already used more, but yep, Fear dying up in the upper river.
I thought he was going to be there, and Fear successful with that rotation. And for the first time in this game, once again, EG, it feels like they've taken back a little bit more control as AUI's already built up 3,400 gold.
Yep, that Radiance is coming, man.
How many support players do you know that just farm like this?
But that's through the sacrifice of Fear. And this was something too which we were always flagging with EG. A couple of months ago, it was always like, hey, what's going on?
Oh, this top lane though.
Yep, that's not great. Hal right behind him. Universe in trouble. Ice will back him back in again. So the Earthshaker will drop. But to go back about what we were saying, like, okay, maybe we may even wait a little bit longer. No, Fear, FY, they're fine. Unless Fear's really going to try and just pop him. Okay, he's got a lot of damage to kill him off. FY cannot reach the Ancients in time.
And what's AUI, I mean, this is the role that you want to put him in. You want to put him on the greediest possible support that can scale somewhat into the late game. And I mean, the Naga just works out in so many different ways. It synergizes really well with the Riptide and the Medallion. It means that you can go for the Roshan. Fear's already picked up a Desolator and the Weave. What hero can survive that on the side of BK Gaming?
Like, maybe once these BKBs have arrived, which, by the way, the Bristleback has now completed, but they might be losing FY. Sonic Wave just explodes him on the top lane. The Observe Ward was watching him move down, and that's why it just looks so easy. And Ice. Okay, he's coming in for Aoi, but now Fear can try and beat into him. The back. Aoi's not a healthy man here. Lets off the Song of the Siren, and it'll buy time because the rest of EG has arrived. Universe with the Blink Dagger available. They're looking for a little bit more. Sumail's jumped up after Fenrir. The fissure, it actually hits Ice and Fenrir together. Sumail will blink out for the scream kill. They have Hal and Super, the last 2 cores of EG surviving. Maybe they can find some revenge kill. They're after Universe. Back onto the Radiant side of the river. And the doppelganger defusal. Universe will drop that up on top river. Super control. PPD. 54 life. He's got the distance and Fear's got the damage. They're ripping apart Super. They need more and they've got more. That last attack, they've got him down for the count. There is still one little bit of a fight going. Howie's going to actually TP himself away to safety. How has no stuns, but Fear has no mana. He's in real trouble. There's another heal elbow here from BPD, but Fear's got no bonus damage. And supports are running for VG. In comes that tether support from FY. They'll find PPD. And now EG have overstayed their welcome. That, again, diffuser play going to work, slowing them down. PPD, no mana, no life, no hope. He is trying to...
I think if you're Vici Gaming, you have to go for the next Roshan, and that has to be your high ground maneuver. You've taken most of the tier 2 towers out in the game, but...
Well, opening. Well, maybe not. They see him. It's going to be Fear. Just turns on the BKB, kills off the Disruptor.
And makes it so hard for anybody to stand their ground at that bottom lane. And
they're about to kill Super again. They are about to kill
dangerous.
him. Universe prepares with a Soul Ring. It's just an easy blink into Echo Slam. And there it is. So easy. Sonic Wave as well. Sumal's holding onto it. Kill secure. FY relocate out. Pulls him just an inch back. Glimmer caves him up too so he can help survive. I'm surprised they waited so long to throw out all the nukes.
Yeah, they were actually facing his back, so they were trying to turn around, and so they waited that half second, but...
Universe back in again with a totem stop. He waited for FY. How is in the middle of all of this, but he'll doppelganger up, or actually down, chasing after Universe, and they got a little bit of help. Is Sumail, but the Glimpse going to pull him back again in a moment. Universe with the totem stop can control up Hal, but he's still going to die in the tree line, while Fear, well, the vac won't stop him. He's covered by BKB. PPD also able to get out, so it's a 1-for-1 trade-off, the ES for the Wisp. But Aoi is farming L lanes as well as the Dire Jungle currently as that Naga.
Yeah, and he might actually sell that medallion pretty soon as PPD opts to get one for his own, and this Naga Siren is doing Naga things, continuing not to fight anyone on the map, and
there goes your Aegis.
Continues to push out lanes. Alright, there's the Aegis. I was going to fade anyways. I don't think Hao cared
No
about
other hope to win on this split push is just too strong, but at the same time, Aoi can just BT back. They give the momentum to the front lines, and Sumail jumps forward, going after Ice till he blinks himself away. Fear still here, but where's your support? BT it back, Sumail locked inside this storm. Fear is very low, but he's still going to survive the net detection. Sumail blinks away, 140 life. Aoi stops the fun, ensnares up Super. Universe Echo Slam, 1 second, it just came off cooldown. He can jump back in again if he wants to. They're also close up with the BKB from Ice protecting him for the moment. They haven't gotten up on high ground just yet. How is there, but the damage to the tower is negligible, especially for this point of the game. Universe got to get these PL illusions off him. He can't keep losing. Well, one, potentially mana, and two, having the blink on cooldown, but how Sumail jumps out. Fear just pumping into him with the doppelganger up to the high ground, surging away, and VG Gaming pulling out of the situation. Sumail can't stop it. They will survive, and VG to fight another day.
But so much damage was done to that top tower, and once again, Vici Gaming are completely repelled, and they might just have to wait for the next Roshan, but I'm questioning what's happening right now, because if they were going to opt to go for that, why not do that when you have both the cheese and the Aegis available to yourself?
Universe probably will. He's making a beeline for Hal. And
that's a lot of illusions.
Yeah, he's got Echo Slam, Ice behind him, the creep wave's arriving too. Now he actually sees him. The double stun, Echo Slam, follow up! Fenrir! It's just not his day. Hal will come in for revenge on PPD. Only 3 years to do it. He can move over to Universe as well, but Song with his own. Song will find Fear with a DD room. He almost doubled his FY. The double tap. They can move back over to Super, but they have to get his back turned, or they can just hex him. That'll work, and Fear! Just carving apart the Chinese. The Wisp is the only sole survivor for VG Gaming, and they're about to lose some serious buildings.
The amount of fortuitous DD runes that he's found, and Fear going in after that Universe initiation, he immediately kills Fenrir, who's had such a rough game, 1-9-5. How often do we see this vaunted Vici Gaming support combo do this poorly? Is this is going to mean at minimum double racks as AUI sends the illusions to this bottom lane. All buybacks up for Vici Gaming, minus the Phantom Lancer.
They can't catch him, though.
That matters.
Like, what are they going to do if they're going to initiate in? Aoi's just going to turn on the middle lane. Somehow can just keep Sonic Waving. Every 30 seconds, he's got himself a Sonic Wave. Like, what are you supposed to do against this? Even your sight device, it's just above 26 and a quarter seconds. Every period of that time, you can go for the Hex.
And if you're Vici Gaming, it just feels like your waves are completely obliterated almost immediately. Like, that's one Sonic Wave per wave of creeps that are coming out. And Sumail's going to get the Aegis on himself, and if you thought he was hard to kill with a Shiva's Guard and 2600 HP, think again, as this might just mean the Rex and Mega Creeps for EG.
He's hard to kill. Imagine how easy Vici would be to kill once Fear picks up his last item. He's got 6k gold over on this Clinks. Already with Monkey King Bard, Daedalus, and Desolator, and it looks like he's going to finish with a full Butterfly as his final item.
You might as well right now. You're so far ahead, you don't have to save for the buyback, I think. As long as somebody on EG has a buyback, and they're not too over-eager, and you've got 6k on Sumail, there's enough on the Earthshaker at the same time.
I'm wrong. Here I was thinking it was a core pick up a Butterfly. It's actually the support. It's Owie 2000 that finishes the full Butterfly.
He is the insurance policy right now for EG.
Insurance, he's the new Fear.
Yeah. If anything went terribly wrong for EG, they've always got AUI with the amount of farm. Like, I don't even know how much this impacted things, but...
He's the top net worth. He's actually top net worth.
It's just...
He's hit 31,000 net worth in 54 minutes. And it was a Butterfly as well for Clinks. Why not?
London Conspiracy, and that was the end. But this game, they're being so patient about it. They're saying, we're going to push in all the lanes, make absolute sure that this is the push that ends
Here they
the
come.
game.
Owie with the Song of the Siren. He just wants to isolate the heroes. They can bring down the towers, but the fortification already triggered. Remember, he's got this back off cooldown, and basically now 37 seconds from now. So you go for the chip, try and force out some abilities, and you'll just go again. Bit by bit, you're right. It's fully disciplined. They're ready to go, and it's difficult to control.
Yeah, and Vici Gaming, the thing is that usually when you have the high ground advantage, Toby, you have vision at all times of where your enemies are, and the enemies don't really know where you are, but with creeps pushing in at all times on the sides, you kind of reveal your positioning, and Vici don't even have that advantage anymore.
Yeah. Like you see, like maybe you can smoke out, loop in behind them, catch them out of position when they're really got their pants down. But yeah, in this situation, man, everything is exposed.
If anybody from Vici Gaming don't defend like the mid or that top lane, and the creeps are just hitting the towers, EG have to know. They're like, oh, they're smoked up. Let's just wait 45 seconds. Like, we've got full command of this game. There's actually no reason to throw it away, but EG Gaming with complete control, just building up such a bank on all their heroes. And taking a look at the net worth.
Wow, that didn't take long. That didn't take long at all. They just chip it down. Super Hex up Fissure as well. Echo Slam arrives with a relocate. It pulls Super out top of Fear. He is just disintegrating VG. You cannot repel firepower of this magnitude. They have ripped through the bottom base. And it looks like EG are about to secure their first victory here. As FY also going down. How goes for one last hurrah. Doppelgangering down. He needs more of himself at the moment. But even then, Owie, no matter. Fear, he can't die by the Shallow Grave. How can he even kill him off? Super's back to more living. They don't lose anything. It is a full team wipe in favor of EG, and good game, well played. It will go to the Americans in game one of their best of three.
And what a dominant performance, top to bottom. Perfect team play. They knew how they were going to split push. Nobody got picked off from EG throughout that entire game. I think